Hey everyone, welcome back. I have a December plan with me. We are going through the whole thing from start to finish, setting up my task list, what my projects and my goals are for the month. So I'm kind of changing my system a little bit, and I'm trying to make it all encompassing for both my work and my personal life. So, what I have here is my dashboard. So, this dashboard will change from month to month, and it's a seasonal living, if you will. That's what a company called it. That's where I got this inspiration from, Paper and Glam. They would do monthly seasonal livings, and I already set up my one for January as well, but here we are in for December, which is my Christmas bucket list. So these are different things that I want to do personally to make the month more enjoyable, right? You got to add a little bit of fun in your life. So this is my main dashboard. And then I have my task list as well as my action items. So this is new to me. So what I'm kind of doing is taking a little bit of, this is from the Franklin Covey method. You got your personal and your work of your monthly task list. This right here is taking from the goal, what is it called? This side is from the Power Sheets Goal Planner. So you're having like your monthly action items, your weekly, and then your daily, which is kind of like a habit tracker, but I'm going to be more focused on my task at hand. Then on the back side here is my matrix. So how this is the Eisenhower matrix. So the naming's changed from version to version, but I really like this one, which is quick wins, major projects, fill-ins, and timeless tasks. So, right, you have high impact, low effort, and high effort. So on this sheet would be from my task list. These will then need to be put into the 4 buckets. And then from there, I'll know what I need to do for a monthly. So this is the brainstorming. This is actually then will get scheduled into my month and weekly planning. So we are going to start. So I start off with a monthly pre-planning page. So just listing out what we have going on that are date specifics, any to-do list, meal plan ideas, top priorities, and that goes for there, right? I've already kind of started January here, but so this is set up for as the month of November was happening, right? I listed out some things. So this is how I start off. I'm like, okay, I got, Christmas coming up, New Year's Eve, my mom's birthday, Chaz's birthday. So I have those things there. So when I get over to my monthly planner, I could go ahead and put those dates in. But I have this. I got it all set up. It's good to go. Now it is time to work through my projects for my goals to make tasks to achieve on a weekly and daily basis. So where I start off with that is prior to getting into the paper planner, I am actually working on my digital. I've tried this hit and miss, and my planner I had is getting super chunky, and so I don't have the space to print out the HB90 paper. And so here is, I have the digital version of it, and I'm actually only going to be using, I got the vision, the time, the goals, project, and task list are the only ones that I will be going. So I've already kind of put, my reoccurring task here, what I need to do daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. And so now it's time to set up my goals. So there's a lot of words here. I've gone through this system several times, and so I kind of already know the basics. And what is really cool is that it's a different way of thinking if you have never done this before, where you start with your goal, right? Your goal is to make X amount of money because you want to have financial freedom, right? That is your goal. And then your project would be like, okay, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to sell planner stickers. I am going to start a coaching call. Those are your projects. And then your tasks would be like, okay, I need to set up an email, a sign up for my coaching. I need to write, 1,000 words. I need to plot out. I need to find an editor. Those are then all of your tasks. So what I'm going to do is get my goals here. My goals are pretty much the same. And I am only going to be using this for my work related stuff. So anything to do with my author goes, I'm going to be using this method. Personal life, they're just like chores, that kind of thing. I don't need like an actual like goal system, but you could use it for your personal life. I've done it in the past, but right now that is not my focus. And I'm just doing this. And you might be saying, Courtney, this is a quarterly planner. Why aren't you preparing this for January? Why are you doing it in December? Well, that's the thing. I have realized that I can't work in a quarterly plan. I need something a little more faster pace, if you will. I want to see the results that I'm doing is going in the right track. So with that is the reason why I am doing this method, but on a monthly basis. I'll try it out and we'll see. And in terms of like this vision stuff, this will stay on a quarterly basis. Same with the time, like the time pages. My days don't really change that much, so this will stay as quarterly. So quarterly, I will do a vision and the time. Then monthly, I will go over the goals, the projects, and the tasks. Because, right, if I am doing my projects to get to my task, my goals will then hopefully come to fruition, and then I'll need to readjust my goals for the next month, right? So that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and do all of this off camera because you got to write it all out and stuff like that. But I'll go ahead and share what my goals are. And then we will get moving on to the project page. So I went in and I got my projects. I did my estimated task blocks, which is the hardest thing. So that is why it's really important to track your time. And then for the next month or next quarter, you could have a better idea of estimating. So going back to my goals. So I have the goal to increase my monthly income from writing to 100, 150 to 200 a month. Goal number 2 is grow my Substack for my new pen name to 10 followers or subscribers, whatever they're called, 20 and 30. I have 0 right now because it's brand new. And then YouTube, 450, 475, and 500 subscribers. So that would be awesome to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year, but we'll see. So then I went in and I did my projects. So these are my big buckets that I need to do. So essentially a lot of proofing, editing, drafting, in terms of the writing kind of category. This would be like weekly posts and do some social media with that. And then different ideas for videos that I want to do. We'll see if I have time, or I might change it up a little bit, but at least it gives me an idea of one video might take 4 task blocks, or 2 hours essentially, or a Facebook ads one, which might do a little bit more because I want to show you my thing, what I'm doing. So that might be 6. So if you have any video recommendations, let me know in the comments, and I could see if I could get them in December or in the following months. So essentially for the month of December, I have 244 task blocks. And by my 3 goals plus my reoccurring tasks, I have 179. So I have essentially 65, which is an equivalent of 1 week. So that's good that I have 1 week of buffer to work on all my stuff. I don't really have these pages now is going through all the tasks. So this is where having paper is really nice. Then you could like check it off and stuff. But what I'm actually going to do is skip this step and go straight into Marvin, the digital tool that I use, and go from there. So, got to sign in. Now this is Amazing Marvin, and so what I have is it's broken up into folders, which I like to call as like my goals, right? So within my author, I can make more folders, which then will become the projects that I kind of listed out. So for example, on my mystery writing, I have the heart-shaped homicide. And so from here, it has everything that I needed to do, right? So I've been checking them off. So I need to send to my editor, which has changed. So I need to update that, send out an ARC, set up pre-order, post cover reveal. So anything else I need to do in terms for this book, which all will be, I'm going to do another edit to go around here. So that's really cool. So all those projects that I just listed out, now I'm going to go in and add the task for here. So even for my paranormal writing, I got my books. So once I get it back from the editor, then I could go ahead and get all of that stuff situated. So that is my next thing. And once that is complete, we will move on to here. So we're going to kind of jump a little bit ahead. And since I haven't done putting in all the tasks, that will be my next step. But this is what we have going on. So a lot of this work is related to my task, but not everything. And I think this is where I think I want to switch. I think having the matrix next to the task list might be beneficial. What did I do in January's? Yeah. So in January's, I did the personal, the work, and then I have the matrix here, which makes more sense, right? And then I got the monthly calendar, the action items, and then it moves into the weekly task checklist, and then into the weeks. So I guess I could hole punch it on that side, but it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is now go into the list and start putting the items. So we are just going to take a Jetstream pen. Christmas gifts, I feel like that is is it high impact or low impact? Well, I'd say low impact and it's low effort, so it's a fill-in. So this will be Christmas gift shopping, and this will be for both, since I do need to get them done. Organize the closet. For me, that is, I would say, low impact, but it's high effort. So this is when I have a lot more energy, is when I would schedule that. Make stickers for my planner tabs. And organize. I got organized closet twice. That was supposed to be garage. Okay. So I'd say a lot of my personal stuff is on the low impact, right? It's not really going to impact my life if I don't actually get these things done. So that's kind of what it is. So, okay, we're going to start from the bottom. So set up an equal email sequence. Well, since I don't really have anyone, it's going to be low impact, but I think it will be more effort. So I'm going to do that here. And what I could do is, instead of doing all of this stuff on paper, I could do it digitally in my app, but I don't necessarily want to do that because some of these items I might not even do. So this is kind of where the matrix helps. We're like, do I really need to do this? Do I really need to do that? Right? Okay, revise my books. So I'd say that's going to be a big. And another way is to actually just highlight on your task list instead of like duplicating the effort, right? That could be another thing as well. So you don't really know what works until you try it out. And now that I'm doing this, I feel like I'm wasting time by duplicating. So I might just add like a little template down here on my task list and be like color code for quick wins, major projects, fill-ins, and thankless tasks. And some of these are, I would say, less related to some of those projects, but they are still like admin things that I need to do. Let's see. Okay, now that I have this kind of all laid out, it basically, I have a lot in here as well as on this side. So a lot of high effort. So this is helpful to know that in December, right, we have Christmas, we got birthdays, we got travel. These are high effort. I know I will not be able to get to all of this. So this is where I need to start crossing off things and then figure out what works, right? Okay, so realistically, I could pause on this one because I probably won't get it back from my editor. So I could do that, which frees up some of these, right? Which one's more important, closet or the garage? I think the closet will be a little easier. So I'm going to scratch the garage. And I'll probably scratch Scrivener for as well. And then these should be all easy enough to do. So that freed up a lot of my energy and space on my schedule. So now going on to the monthly and weekly and daily actions. This is where going to big picture items, what moves me into the direction, which could come from this list or my overall projects, right? And so with that, for example, the monthly action item will be, I need to set up social media for January. So I think that is, I need to get that done. And it's like a one-time thing, right? This only does it once. This is going to be an every week thing. And then down here is like an everyday item. So this is, I would say, could go into your reoccurring task that move the needle, right? So I had that for social media. Okay, looking at the list. Facebook ads. That might be, I would say, a weekly item. So this would be like monitor Facebook ads. And then revise that is more, I'd say, an action because it's like I could do it throughout the month. For the editor. Christmas gifts, planner stickers, those are one-offs. They're not like I don't need to monitor them. Same with, I would say, kind of all these. But I'm going to put actually as a daily item is read a craft book. So keep on learning. It'll help in the long run. Set of email sequence. And then this would be organize. And I think that is it for my action items that I have on this list. So I'll need to check to see if there is anything on my digital plan. So I'm looking at my digital plan, right? I had a few more things to do. I will do author course. Drafting will be a weekly thing. And then I have Insta basket, social media. I got weekly post. Weekly Substack, and then weekly YouTube video. Daily, which will be sales. Keep track of my sales. And I think that kind of covers what I have for the list. So this is kind of another way of listing out project, task, and all of that. And I think I am set pretty good for December on terms of that. So now that I have everything kind of mapped out in terms of my projects, I got what I need to work on, making sure that I am doing a little bit every week, doing a little bit every day, doing it throughout the month, is moving on to the weekly pages and how I'm going to be setting this up, as well as my task blocks. So from there, I need to plan out these items, right? These are, you could call them like your big rocks, right? And then you could fill in with the smaller rocks. So what really makes an impact? That is why we did this. So I want to make sure I schedule this up here, high impact, first. Those are my big rocks. Then I could fill in everything else down here. So what I have coming up for the week, I need to do some revision, Facebook ads, social media. So looking at my week, I could see what I have going on. This is the layout and using it is from Haro Plans on Etsy, and I really like it. I realized that I printed out this one's line, this one's grid, but I think that's okay. And so what I have is these are habits, expensive notes, to-do list, this week with the list, and then, right? So what I'm going to be doing is blocking out time on here of what I need to have going on. So we're going to start off with Monday. I'll just probably do Monday and Tuesday as an example, and then shows how I plan out my task. So I kind of have a color code system for kind of everything. And so what I've actually been doing is doing my writing in the morning. It just kind of works for me and that. But first, I'm going to block off my work just because that takes up the majority of my time. And I can't really do anything else during this time period. So that is work. So I now have less time, right? And so I'm going to do my writing. I would say one thing is that I don't like is that these are in hour increments instead of half hour, but it's okay. So I'm going to try to do some writing in the morning, what I've been doing. And then I will block off bedtime. And I could use this space for notes or gratitude or whatever I want down here. And so then I also need to block off family time / dinners. And now that once you start blocking off this, you realize you do not have a lot of time to go after your goals. So that's why we've got to do the big blocks for the week. And then we can fill it in with all the smaller stuff. So we want the biggest impact first. Now that I have that situated, it shows that realistically, I probably don't have that much time in between here. So I'm going to actually block that off as well. So it's getting ready for the day, getting, situated. And then I will need to do working out and Wednesdays are day off. So on Wednesday here, I have room for doing some writing. So I'm going to highlight that. Highlight these. And really, it's going to be finding room for all of this stuff. So what I have is sub social media revise. I'm going to do probably, I could do some revision down here. So what I'm going to write is my category. So this is for heart-shaped homicide. And then up here, we are just going to list it out as draft, whatever story I'm working on. So I like to do new stuff in the morning, and then I could do later stuff down here. I do have a little bit of wiggle room to do some stuff here. And I'm thinking Mondays is going to be Substack day. So newsletter, get that prepped. So something related to Substack. Have that there. And then I will say that could probably in between like bedtime for like 30 minutes. This will be reading. And that kind of goes into my habits. So I do want to do writing, right? Or edit. I feel like they could both work. Reading as a habit as well. Trying to figure out where else, right? Monday through Wednesday. Anything else that I could squeeze in? Probably not. So as a to-do list, it will be I don't know if that's create Facebook ads. I don't know. I'll leave that blank. So now I got to go fill out the rest of the week and see where I could fit some of these items. I have it all laid out based on time blocks, and I'm thinking this should work for the first week of December, and then I could always make changes for the following week. So now that I have everything kind of planned, right, now I could go in and put the project or the task that I need to do. And what I'm going to be doing is finding color codes for each day of the week. So I have color codes for the categories of my life, and then I'm going to do color codes for the days so I know for the project, right, if I had 2 on Monday and then another 2 on Friday, then I know what day of the week things are getting done. So going off drafting whatever story it is. I think it's probably my ghost one. So I'm thinking if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I could do probably 7 task blocks. So that would be that. And then we have Substack. It'll probably take me an hour, so I'm going to say 2. Then we will do read craft book. And this is where if you already have the task down on the task sheets, the project sheets, then this could help. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do another 7. What else we got? We got edit. Heart-shaped homicide. That one, I think we're only going to do 1. And this is right, this is per week. So obviously this is old. I don't even know what week it is, but so December 20th, 8th. And right, I technically have I think it was 62 or something like that. What else? Then I have film, YouTube, and then I got an edit, YouTube / this will be upload, like all of that extra information. So I was doing, I think, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then I have other admin / project work. And that is going to be filler. So that could be anything that I haven't done here. I could go ahead and do that or use it for writing, whatever it may. But I'm just going to put that as a buffer here. And then I actually am going to put my other stuff, which would be I guess cleaning, because I'm actually curious to know how long it takes me to do all my cleaning for the week. I'm thinking it's take 4. And then meal prep. That's 4. And then we had workouts. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And there we have it. So I got my task. So what I need to do then as a to-do list would be track weekly task blocks. So there we have it. I am ready to go for the month of December. I hope you enjoyed walking through all the steps from having a fun seasonal checklist, bucket list, doing the task list, the monthly action items to move me closer to my goals by figuring out what my projects are to my task, doing some matrix to see what actually I don't think I can accomplish, and planning out my week. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you want to see another update to see how this month worked and into January, let me know, and then I could also show the digital planning tool if you're interested in that. Until next time, bye.